It's become an all-too-familiar sight in Ethiopia. Despite a last-ditch effort to feed her cattle with grass from her thatch roof, Addis Ahmed Omar says they all perished. Her family is now among the 7.2 million Ethiopians who are not getting enough to eat, according to the United Nations.
When I was young, drought came, and we coped and survived with it. But this current drought is continuous and recurrent. It's more than we can manage.
These events aren't just lasting longer, they're becoming more frequent. Some of the former pastoralists at this displacement camp lost their livestock in 2017. They've become permanent residents of the area, having abandoned their nomadic lifestyle to instead rear small animals like goats and grow produce.
It is better to look for other livelihoods rather than pastoralism. Education in other livelihoods like farming. Mixed farming is another option.
Climate change is projected to bring even more extreme conditions in the years to come, with contrasting droughts and floods. That will also contribute to soil erosion and degradation, shrinking the available land for pasture. Within this year, experts say there's a 61% chance the region's next rainy season will fail, devastating even more pastoralists.
It is very challenging for them to continue this same way of life depending on just natural resources. So the future is not bright, unfortunately to say, but that's where they need to adapt to the new climate condition.
In the northern Afar region, pastoralists say they shouldn't have to abandon their tradition. Instead, they want more support from government for protecting grazing land and to develop programs to provide emergency feed and medication for livestock.
Afar have this wealth of traditional knowledge, this wealth of what to do when it's too dry, there's no water. This wealth of how to look after their herd. But politics doesn't allow them.
At a clinic 100 kilometers from Afar's capital of Samara, Biru, a pastoralist mother, is not as optimistic. Surviving on just bread and rations of water trucked in by aid groups, she says her 2-year-old is now sick with diarrhea.
I don't want my daughter to do the same. Education.
While many say they would welcome an alternative future for their children, now faced with hunger, their focus is on simply surviving today. Linda Giftash for VOA News, Godey, Ethiopia.